Correct! It's just a part of you joining my company. Correct! It's just a part of you joining my company. In front of me. No, this was not supposed to happen to me. I came here to sign papers to move into company housing. That was all this was supposed to be about. This is a marriage registration form. Correct! It's just a part of you joining my company. Kosuke Hibiki, I want you to take my granddaughter as your wife. He makes it sound like he's recommending a dessert with the food I ordered. Seriously, what is going on? You're a kind, gentle-hearted man. I've been searching for a man like you.
Grandfather, why are you doing this?
Yes, exactly what I wanted to ask. I have no idea how things turned out like this. I guess it started about a month ago. I went to work that day with a bright future in mind. Let me explain. My previous company was unethical and exploitative. Work hours were non-existent while I was with them. Work became my life, and it was as if they expected me to dedicate my life to them. I got sick of it and decided to end it that day. I was finally free, and it felt great. Best day of my life. I was practically skipping down the streets in joy. I wondered if I should take some time off. I worked my ass off. I deserved it. Just then, I saw an old man crouched on the ground. He looked hurt. He stopped me from calling an ambulance, saying he lived nearby and didn't want to cause a scene. Anyways, I couldn't walk away after seeing him on the ground. I decided to take him home, and I carried him on my back. I couldn't believe what I saw when we arrived at the house he gave directions to. What the heck? A looming gate and a pond in the garden? I thought my neck would break looking up at the whole place. It was a huge mansion, the kind that only exists in movies. This old man, turned out to be the Ikuzo Amachi, the chairman of a big zaibatsu, the Amachi Group. He invited me inside and gave me his card. I started visiting him from time to time. I'll admit the friendship between us was a lot to get used to. I see. So you quit your company. Wow. Everything is working out just great. How would you like to start working for me? What? Is he asking me to work for him? Is this real? What did I do to deserve this? I don't know anybody who would say no to such an opportunity. I accepted his offer, obviously. However, just think of it as my last wish. I feel myself creeping towards death every day. All I want is to see a great-grandchild before I die. Is that too much to ask from you? Some people can be so self-centered and cruel. Where is God when I need him the most? I want to ask him to forgive you. Young people these days, they keep sinning, not caring for what their elderly wish during their last days on Earth. Please, I'm sure we could...
Stop, Kosuke-san!
Oh, so you accept! This is great! We have a lot of planning to do. Don't worry, I've got everything under control. What? I never said I would! We've got the whole thing planned out! Come on! We have no time to waste!
Oh my gosh, nothing can stop him until he gets what he wants.
How did we end up here? It happened all so fast. I still don't know how Amachi-san did it, but suddenly, there we were, standing side by side in front of a huge condo. Whoa.
Grandfather, he's just so...
This room is insane. I feel like I just walked into a completely different dimension. It's so big. It was completely different from the cheap apartment room I lived in. This must be a dream or something.
I'm so sorry for what my grandfather is doing to you.
Hey, it's not your fault, Kotone-san. I should have made a stronger argument. Still, the problem remains. My contract with the old apartment owner is terminated, and my parents live far away.
Well, we could live here, if you want to. I mean, just until you find a new place, you know.
Huh? But that means we'll be living together, Kotone-san. Are you sure you're okay with that?
Uh, I don't mind. As long as you're okay with it. I trust you. Enough to believe you won't do anything dangerous.
She's so kind-hearted and admirable. She tickled my heart in a way I never thought would happen. Now that I think about it, she's always been like this. I wonder why it's so easy to talk to Kotone-san. It comes naturally. I haven't had much experience talking to women, but for some reason, it was easy for me to open up to her. We even call each other by our first names now. You know, I don't mind spending time with Kotone-san. I feel comfortable and at home whenever I'm around her, and I just can't seem to leave her be.
Hey, you're always standing right there. It's because I don't have any friends. Here, take my hand. We can hang out together. You sure?
Was that a dream? I remember. It's faint, but I know that memory. It happened back when I was a kid, and the girl... I see dreams from my childhood often these days. I wonder why. Is it because so much has been happening? Wow, this looks great! I'm starving! This is the breakfast I've been dreaming of! I found myself oohing over the meal she made. Gosh, how can she know all of my favorites? Hey, Kotone-san! I didn't know you were this good at cooking. This miso soup is amazing. It's just how I like it.
I'm glad to hear that. I used to practice cooking and cleaning when I was a kid. Back then, there was only this one boy that I really wanted to marry. So I'm happy to see that all my hard work is paying off right now.
Jeez, I am so jealous of that guy. What did he do to get her to like him so much? So, the guy you were talking about. Did you end up dating him?
It was a long time ago, and I don't think he remembers me.
What? What a jerk! After all the hard work you put in for him.
I know, right? Thanks to him, I've been single my whole life. It's a pretty sad story, if you ask me.
You'll find Kotone-san's name if you look up perfect girl in the dictionary. I can't believe she's never had a boyfriend, but knowing she's the chairman's granddaughter, I don't have the guts to go for her. Kotone-san took good care of me, every single day. It was like she was trying to make up for everything her grandfather did. She was dedicated and assiduous, and not just at home. She looked out for me at work as well.
Yes, I'll do everything I can to adjust things to fit your schedule.
Kotone-san is so determined at work. I can't believe this is her first year here. She seems like a professional. I was appointed to the same department as Kotone-san. We worked directly under the chairman's orders. Everything was new. I struggled to get used to it. Kotone-san, do you want lunch?
I'm sorry, I still have a ton of things to do.
Kotone-san always had her head in her work. She gave it her all. I wasn't sure if she ever took any time off. Some of the other employees told me how Kotone-san lost her parents when she was young. She would take over the company since she didn't have any siblings. She's desperately trying to learn as much as she can to be enough to fill her grandfather's position. I couldn't dare tell her to take it easy. Not after seeing how determined she was. Still, there must be something I can do to help her. I've been feeling this way since before I started living with her. Kotone-san tends to overwork herself, and I should be the one to do something about it. Hey, I finished those documents earlier. I'll get the car for Izuko-san, the chairman. I got this, don't worry. Here's an obento for you. The shop owner told me this one has the most nutrients in it. Doing all this was nothing compared to the hell my previous company put me through. I did everything I could think of to support Kotone-san and her work.
Wow, he's good. I think he's the fastest learner out of all of us. I'm impressed. I agree. Katone, you work yourself too hard. You always look like you're tired. I was starting to get worried about you, but not anymore. That man has been doing a great job helping you out. You don't have to do that for me.
Kotone-san, you must be exhausted from work. I live here too. I should help out.
But you're always helping me at work.
Stop overthinking. Just relax. Just let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, okay? She isn't used to getting help from others. I wish she would rely on other people more. That's the only thing I want her to fix.
Are you sure? Okay.
Here. How does this feel?
Great! You give amazing massages.
She's so soft. This is not good. Keep your thoughts clean, Kosuke! Get a grip! This is to help her out! Help her out!
A little down.
Tell me if it hurts, okay?
Feels just right. Oh, stronger. There.
Clear your head, Kosuke. I'm a massage machine, only existing to soothe her aching back. I don't know if it's just me, but recently, I feel like Kotone-san and I have grown closer.
Oh, I'm craving beef stew right now. We should buy tons of meat to put in.
Oh, sure. She's so close. Her hair is right under my nose. It smells so nice. Oh my gosh.
Kosuke, we should make some salad too. You never eat your vegetables unless I tell you to.
Yeah, okay. We sound like a real married couple talking about dinner. Watching her smile like that, I realized my heart was pounding hard. It's raining so hard tonight. I hope it stops by tomorrow morning.
Kosuke-san, are you awake? The thunder. I'm terrified of it. Can I please stay here with you tonight?
What? What's going on? I couldn't say no to a frightened woman, but this is so not appropriate. I can feel Kotone-san's warm body against my back.
Kosuke-san,
Yes?
do you think I'm being childish? The thing is, I can be whatever I feel like when I'm around you. You bring me back to my past self. I hate thunder. Not so fond of rain either. It reminds me of the day I lost my father and mother.
Kotone-san.
Thank you for everything, Kosuke-san.
Kotone-san. I didn't know what the feeling was, but it clutched at my heart. Her grandfather put us where we were, but I couldn't deny it anymore. I can't lie about how I'm feeling anymore. Kotone-san, I feel...
Oh, I feel awful. I hope it doesn't leave a scar. If the wound leaves a scar, if it stays with me, will you stay by my side to help me?
Another dream? It's that dream again. It felt more real this time. It's a memory from when I was a kid. There was a girl. We were close back when we were younger. I can't remember what her name was. I cared for her. She was like a little sister to me. Oh yeah, this scar. This happened when I was playing with her.
Oh, please! I want to stay by your side!
She was supposed to move that day, but she wouldn't get off the swings because she didn't want to leave.
John.
What? Am I seeing things? Kotone-san reminds me of the girl I used to know. Maybe I'm just tired. I've got a lot on my plate these days. Yes, yes! I see that you're both working hard these days.
It's all thanks to Kosuke-san. He always reaches out to help whenever I need it.
She's giving me too much credit, sir. Kotone-san is the one who... Hey, I'm relieved to see you two helping each other out. I see you're getting along well. Kotone, I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
I have to say this now. Excuse me, Amachi-san.
Kosuke-san?
Kotone-san, I need you to listen to this too. I think Kotone-san and I...
Grandfather, what's wrong? Grandfather!
No! Ikuzo-san! We're getting you to the hospital, Ikuzo-san! I immediately called an ambulance. Kotone-san clutched onto her grandfather. Fear and panic pasted on her face. The ambulance took us to the hospital where Ikuzo-san's doctor worked. Kotone-san told me she had been there several times to accompany her grandfather. Luckily, Ikuzo-san's condition gradually improved, and he woke up soon after. However...
How could you do this? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I'm sorry.
Grandfather, you have cancer, and it's advanced to stage 4.
Linitis plastica, also known as stomach cancer. Ikuzo-san only had a few years maximum left to live, but even the doctors couldn't predict when he would actually die. Kotone-san, you need to calm down!
Did you really think that I was that unreliable? Why didn't you tell me you were dying of cancer?
No, that's not why, Kotone.
No, I won't accept this. You can't leave me behind. I'll be all alone again. I hate you, grandfather.
Kotone! Kotone-san! Damn it, I have to get her, now! She needs me the most now. I can't leave her alone. Kosuke-kun? Ikuzo-san? I'm sorry. I apologize. It's just... after Kotone's parents died, she's been trying hard to survive this world. She always told me she would do her best so I could retire early to enjoy the rest of my life. That's why... I couldn't bring myself to tell her the truth. I don't care about who takes over the company. All I care about is Kotone's happiness. That's all that matters to me. Ikuzo-san. I needed to find somebody who would take good care of her after I'm gone. Ikuzo-san. I promise, I will. I gave Ikuzo-san my word and rushed out of the hospital room to find Kotone-san. Where are you, Kotone-san? Damn it, she won't answer her phone! The sun was setting in the west. The area around the hospital was getting darker. No, what if she jumps out into the street in front of a car? Kotone-san, are you okay?
Kosuke-san,
Did you sprain your ankle? Stop! Don't try to stand up!
I'm sorry, grandfather. My grandfather.
I know. It's okay. I'm here with you. Her ankle wasn't broken, but it was swollen. I knew I should take her back to the hospital to get it checked out. I carried her on my back and started walking back towards where we came from. This brings back memories. Did you know that I carried your grandfather like this when I found him on the streets? On the first day we met? He told me he hurt his foot back then, but I now know it was a lie. He was probably already aware of his condition. I have to say, this feels like destiny. Who would have thought I'd be carrying both a man and his granddaughter on my back like this? Wait, what is this feeling? It almost feels like deja vu. It's like I carried her on my back before any of this happened.
Kosuke-san.
The swings?
Yes, do you remember? The girl who wouldn't get off the swings. The sun was setting like it is now, and she was bawling her eyes out. Oh, please! I want to stay by your side! I don't want to go home! Daddy and Mommy aren't there anymore! Oni-chan, I want to stay by your side forever! Hey, watch out! Oh, that hurts! It hurts so much! I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you. I hope it doesn't leave a scar. If it leaves a scar, Oni-chan, will you take responsibility? Huh? Promise me, after we grow older, if I still have this scar, Oni-chan, you'll be my... Yes, if the scar remains after we become adults. I asked you to be my wife, remember? Do you remember me? I never forgot about you. Kosuke-san, you took care of me. You were so kind to me.
Kotone-san, this can't be.
I still have the scar.
Kotone-san, Koto-chan?
Oni-chan, does that promise we made as kids still count?
Oh. I embraced Kotone-san. That was my answer to her question. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know where to start.
You know, I waited for you, and I looked everywhere for you. You are such a wonderful man. I was sure you had found the perfect match, but I couldn't give up. That day, grandfather had told me that he finally found you, and that he rushed out of the house to go somewhere.
Izuko-san is worried about you. All he cares about is that you live a happy life.
Grandfather? I don't want to be alone. Don't leave me behind.
I'm so sorry. I'm such a jerk for not remembering who you were, Kotone-san. I'm so sorry for making you wait this long. I promise I will never leave you. You will never be alone. I swear to Ikuzo-san, and to you. You can trust me. A few years later, Ikuzo-san.
Grandfather.
Namu, Namu! Daddy, I did it! I said Namu, Namu!
You did! I'm sure your great-grandfather heard you on his way up.
Yep, he did! Hey, Daddy, hold me!
Oh, a little girl needs a ride.
Piggyback!
Fine, here we go! You've gotten so big, but you're still lighter than your mom when I first gave her a piggyback ride.
Oh my, honey.
Did you give Mommy a piggyback ride?
I did. I've carried Mommy and your great-grandpa on my back. Let's go.
Yes, we should.
Go, go!
I looked up at the sky and saw the sun setting. It looked similar to the time I carried Kotone on my back for the first time. I'm going to keep my promise, Ikuzo-san. I started walking down a path with Kotone during my childhood. Now we continue walking down that path with our daughter. I promise to protect what we have, every step of the way.
This is the best place to hit on girls. You got this, man. I've got plans after this, so I'll be leaving now.
Huh? Wait, you can't leave me, Atsunari! You gotta give me some pointers at least! How do I get a girl to start talking to me? I'm clueless!
Well, just go with the flow. Ask her out to a cafe or something. Girls will follow you if you say you'll buy her coffee.
That only works when you're good looking! It's my day off, and my name is Yuma Miyake. I'm making my first attempt to find a girl willing to give me her time. It's been 3 years since I started college. All my close friends have girlfriends now. I'm the only one alone. And honestly, I'm freaking out. I should have asked somebody else for advice. He can't throw me out in the city like this. He must be Spartan or something. My best friend, Atsunari Amano, is handsome and charming, the complete opposite of me. Still, even a guy like me had a girlfriend. We dated for 3 years until my freshman year of college. The thing is, she didn't dump me. We were in a long-distance relationship. She gradually stopped returning my phone calls and texts, and eventually, the relationship faded away. I know it's sad. Well, she left the chat room without telling me. I guess that was her way of telling me it was over. Gosh, why didn't I visit her? I could have prevented this from happening. I know there's no point in regretting what happened in the past. Still, it would be nice to know how she's doing. She's perfect in every way. I'm sure she has a new boyfriend by now. I reminisced for a while, but pushed the thoughts out of my head. There was no use dwelling on the past. I should try to move forward for a better future. Hey! Excuse me. Would you like to, get some coffee with me? I'll pay. No? I thought so. I apologize. I'll let you go on your way. Girls will follow you for coffee, my ass! Guys like Atsunari don't get how difficult life can be.
Oh, wait a second. Are you Yuma-kun?
Huh? Yes. How do you know my name?
It's me, Haruka. Don't you recognize me?
Call it a coincidence or call it fate. The first girl I hit on turned out to be the ex-girlfriend who ghosted me. Her name is Haruka Nakajo. I froze up. I didn't know what to say. This can't be happening to me. Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
This is so awkward. Can I please disappear?
So, do you want to get coffee?
I had no reason to say no. My ex-girlfriend and I sat down at a table inside a cafe. The air felt dense. I had no idea what to say to her. I guess I should start with some small talk. Small talk is good. So, how have you been?
Good. Yuma-kun, you look great. Were you on the search for a new girlfriend today?
Well, yeah.
I see. Aren't you going to ask me about it?
Huh?
I mean, I faded out of your life without warning. Aren't you curious as to why?
Of course I'm curious. I am. But, there's no way to avoid this. So, do you have a boyfriend now?
No, I'm not allowed to be in a relationship. Parents' orders. But I do have a fiancé.
A fiancé?
Well, I'm getting married. It's a political marriage to help my family. I think I may have told you about it previously. My family runs a business.
Yeah. The Nakajo Group. It owns supermarkets and restaurants, hotels and airplanes, all over Japan. Haruka's parents stand at the top. She comes from a wealthy family.
I don't want to get married to somebody I don't love, but there was nothing I could do. I couldn't risk my family's future. That's why I did what I did. And I'm so sorry.
Haruka.
I know this is selfish of me to say, but I want you to forget about me. This is probably the last time I'll ever see you, but I'm glad I ran into you today. Yuma-kun. I had so much fun when we were together. They're the best memories I've ever had. So thank you, and goodbye.
Damn it. I thought about pulling her back towards me, but it was too late. I couldn't reach out to her in time. I had never felt more pathetic and disappointed in myself. I spent the next few days obsessing over what happened with Haruka. I couldn't stop thinking about it.
You don't look so good today. Are you okay?
Oh, I was just thinking. I don't know if I deserve to be with you.
What do you mean?
I mean, we live in completely different worlds. Haruka, you're beautiful, and your father's the CEO of a major company.
Yuma-kun, do you not like me?
Of course I like you! You mean the world to me!
Well, that's all that matters.
Huh?
You can leave if you hate me, but stop worrying about what others would think if you like me. We like and care for each other. That's the only thing we should be worried about.
Haruka...
Just FYI, you mean the world to me, Yuma-kun. One day, we'll be the happiest married couple alive.
Marriage? It's too soon to talk about that. We've only been dating for a month.
Yuma-kun, do you not want to get married to me?
You know that's not what I meant.
So, what do you mean?
I do want to get married to you.
Well done. You have to promise me. Then we'll get married someday.
I promise. Why are these memories coming back to me now?
Is something wrong? You look like you could use some help.
Atsunari, something happened a few days ago.
Oh, did you fail? Gosh, I bet you failed miserably and humiliated yourself.
Not that. I'm not thinking about that.
I'm here for you, man. Talk to me. I might not be the best at giving advice, but I can listen.
I guess telling Atsunari could help lift the load off my heart. He's not a bad guy. And so, I told Atsunari about how I bumped into my ex-girlfriend during the weekend. I spilled everything, from the political marriage to how Haruka feels about the whole situation.
I see. So, Yuma, what do you want to do?
Huh?
Well, you've told me all about why your ex-girlfriend is feeling down, but you haven't told me why you're sad about it.
Well,
Yuma, maybe you haven't gotten over your ex-girlfriend yet.
That's not possible.
Of course it is. I've been friends with you for 3 years now. Do you know how many Gokon invitations you have declined? I think you've always been waiting for a chance, even after she deleted your contact information. If you still care for her, you can't give up on her. Even if you're up against her parents, you gotta prevent the marriage from happening.
Prevent it? You make it sound so easy, but I can't.
You can, Yuma, as long as you have the determination to save the girl you love from a miserable future.
Determination to save her? But how would I? I don't even know her number anymore. I don't know where she is.
I have an idea of what you can do to improve the situation. I'll let you know when and where to go. Just be there on time.
What do you mean you have an idea?
I can't announce any details yet. Hey, I gotta get to my next class. Later!
Huh? Wait! We're not done yet! What in the world is that guy thinking? I have an uneasy feeling about this. Maybe I shouldn't have relied on him. Still, I don't think I had a choice but to trust him. During my next weekend, I headed to the place where Atsunari told me to be. Is this really the right place? I arrived at an expensive-looking restaurant. It didn't look welcoming towards ordinary guys like me. I checked the address Atsunari gave me again. Yep, it's the right place. Is he pranking me? Nah, he's not like that. But I can't get in touch with him. Maybe I should just leave. Thank you for joining us today. I know you are a busy man, Mr. Nakajo. Oh no, I should be the one thanking you. Today is an important day for both families. Haruka, you should say hello.
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
Haruka?
Yuma-kun, why are you here?
I turned around to leave and saw Haruka standing nearby, dolled up in a beautiful dress. Judging by the looks of it, the families of the soon-to-be bride and groom were meeting up to get to know each other better. Who are you, boy? How do you know my daughter? I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave.
Excuse me, I called this man here.
Atsunari? Wait, so you're Haruka's fiancé?
I'm sorry, I wanted to tell you sooner.
Oh yeah, Atsunari's family owns luxury hotels. I forgot he told me before. It was so unexpected. I felt like a brick fell from the sky and hit my head. He knew, but he didn't tell me.
I didn't know how to explain everything to you. That's not important right now. Isn't there something you wanted to tell Haruka-san?
What about you? Why would you do this for me?
Did you forget what I said? I told you to focus on your determination. You shouldn't let anything get in your way.
Atsunari gently pushed me towards Haruka. I approached her slowly. Countless thoughts and emotions were running through my body. However, I knew I had to do this. Well, Haruka, there's something I need to say to you.
Yes?
Honestly, I panicked when you suddenly disappeared from the chat room. I was worried. I was scared that something had happened to you. But then I realized people can't delete their accounts just by mistake. You did it for a reason. And I came to the conclusion that you did it because you wanted to cut ties with me. We were in a long-distance relationship. I figured you'd found somebody else. And I was fine with it, as long as you were happy. But I still have feelings for you, Haruka. You said you wanted me to forget about you, but there's no way I will ever forget about you.
Huma-kun, thank you. Words can't express how you are making me feel right now.
Haruka!
Huma-kun, I feel the same way. I still care so much about you. But some things just can't be helped. This is one of them.
Haruka!
I'm the Nakajo's group CEO daughter. I can't be with you. I have responsibilities.
But why? You made me promise you. We promised to get married someday.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for breaking that promise. Believe me, I wish you were my fiancé.
You've got to prevent the marriage, my ass! There's absolutely nothing I can do! Are you two almost finished here? Let's wrap it up.
May I have a second with you? There's something I want to talk to you about.
What is it, Atsunari-san?
It's about the marriage between Haruka-san and me. I would like to break it off.
Atsunari? Atsunari! What the hell do you think you're doing? This wedding is crucial for our company's future business!
I'm well aware of that. However, I do not love this woman. In fact, I don't even know this woman at all. I'm reluctant to marry someone just for company profits. If I may point out something, I don't think this marriage is necessary. Many companies have business alliances with other companies without the marriage part.
You're being selfish! The marriage is your responsibility! It's your job as the heir of the company!
My job, huh? So, are you saying you can't trust Mr. Nakajo and his company unless you have this marriage to bind him down to us?
You brat! Hey, Atsunari!
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I have a girlfriend. I'm planning my future with her. Thankfully, we're both over 20 years old. I can get married without your permission, and I can cut ties with you if I want to.
You? Amano-san, I think we should all go home today. Nakajo-san? But wait! The marriage will never work anyways. You heard what they said. Let's pick another day to talk about our business. Nakajo-san! If you insist. Atsunari, we are going to talk later on.
After that, Atsunari's parents stomped off and left.
Thanks, man. But aren't you going to get in trouble?
We'll be fine. Eventually. It'll take a while. That man holds grudges like no other. Hey, you should go to Haruka-san instead of worrying about me.
Okay. Haruka?
Huma-kun.
What the hell are you doing? Man up, Yuma! Just say something!
I know I don't deserve to say this, but I...
Will you be my girlfriend, Haruka?
Yes! Daddy.
Hey, are you aware of how much damage you have caused our company? Yes, and I apologize in advance for my brutal honesty, but marrying your daughter into a business relationship is wrong. I see. Are you saying you can make my daughter happier than I can? I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could, and I wouldn't tell her how I feel. Fine. Are you going to tell me your name? My name is Yuma Miyake, sir. Yuma Miyake. I'll remember that. Thanks to Atsunari's cooperation, Haruka and I were finally together again. Nothing had changed. We're still in a long-distance relationship. We only get to see each other on our days off, but I'm confident we will make it this time. I am grateful for every day I get to spend with her, but there's one thing I'm curious about. Atsunari? When did you find out that Haruka and I used to be in a relationship?
Huh? I thought you told him, Yuma-kun.
Nope. I told him about seeing you when I was out hitting on girls, but I didn't mention your name.
I guess it was when I first met you, Haruka-san. I caught a glance at your phone's lock screen. It was a photo of you and Yuma.
Don't say another word!
Huh? A photo? Of us?
Yep. And then I asked if she had a boyfriend, but she said she was single. so I figured she was still hung up on you.
So, that's why you told me to hit on girls that day.
That is correct.
Dude, so that means, Atsunari, you were behind everything that happened?
Yes, I was. But I had to. We had no other way to convince our parents to break off the engagement. Forgive us? Please, Yuma?
Well, I guess I have to thank you for planning it all out, but still, you never told me you had a girlfriend?
Oh, I was totally lying.
I knew it. You have girls all over you every day, but I've never seen you treat any of them with the respect you'd give a girlfriend.
Okay, that kind of makes me sound like a jerk. Anyways, I'm glad you guys are back together. You better invite me to your wedding. I'll do the speech, okay?
That's not happening anytime soon.
Well, I have to be somewhere now. Bye!
Haruka, are you okay?
Gosh, this is embarrassing.
She's blushing. I haven't seen that for a while, and she's still pretty as hell. Oh yeah! Do you wanna take a photo?
A photo?
You know, to commemorate our relationship starting again. Do you want to?
Sure.
I hit on a girl and reunited with my ex-girlfriend. As it turns out, my best friend was pulling the strings, but I still believe the whole thing was brought upon us by destiny, or at least some of it. We're not getting married yet, but I have a feeling we won't have to wait too long for it to happen.
Senpai, I'm here to become a mother.
Huh? My brain stopped working for a second. I've been sleep deprived and my mind could only take in so much information. I stared at the woman standing before me. If I'm not mistaken, she's Hina Hazakura, one of my junior employees. I don't think I'm dreaming or hallucinating. Huh? I'm so confused. Why did she barge in here to tell me that? She's making no sense at all.
I'm here to become a mother.
That's the second time she said it. So that means I didn't hear her wrong. My name is Minoru Yaguruma. I'm an ordinary office worker, but this is no ordinary situation. This is the strangest thing that's happened to me. But I kind of have an idea of where it came from. Let me explain.
Minoru, who is it? Do we have a guest?
Hey, Yuka. Well, this lady is...
Hey, it's Hina-chan.
What? You know her? This is my niece. Her name is Yuka Hiragi. She's currently living with me due to family matters. She's a ball of energy, constantly bouncing all over the place.
Hina-chan, hey!
Yuka-chan, it's been so long. Hey!
They faced one another and held hands. They looked so happy to see each other. I didn't understand. How does Yuka know Hazakura?
My mother and Yuka-chan's mother were really close friends. They used to come over all the time, right?
Right?
What a small world. I can't believe they knew each other.
Wait a second. Do I smell something burning?
It's Black! Mr. Black!
It's Mr. Black!
Okay, Senpai. There are so many things we have to talk about. What the heck is all of this? You haven't washed your clothes, and your room is filthy. This is a no-no. A huge no-no.
It's a no-no, a huge no-no.
This is not funny at all. Gosh, we need to clean this all up. Your clothes are all damp. Get them all in the washing machine. And we have to do something about all this dust.
Yes, ma'am. I never knew she could be this scary. But she's right. Everything she said is right on point. She cleaned everything up as if she'd been a housewife for 50 years. Whoa!
Good. This is much better. It's nice to have a clean room, right?
Hina and I weren't useful at all. It was all Hazakura. I mean, I helped a little, I guess. I feel so worthless. She shouldn't have had to do that.
Yay! a hamburger steak.
You can cook too? I can't wait to eat this!
Senpai, do you regret underestimating me? Now, go on, eat.
It's been a while since I ate a home-cooked meal. Both Yuka and I wolfed it down. We even got seconds.
I made enough for you to eat in the morning. You should warm the miso soup before you drink it. Oh, and we can plan everything out tomorrow at the office.
Huh? A plan?
Good night, Senpai. Yuka-chan?
Hey, wait a second. What? How's she gone already? The next day, I asked Hazakura to eat lunch with me. I wanted to thank her for yesterday, and I also wanted to ask her what she meant when she mentioned a plan.
You can't take care of Yuka-chan all alone. You're not capable of it.
Man, this girl does not know how to sugarcoat things. We'll be fine.
You don't look too good, Senpai. You're always sleeping and your work performance hasn't been so great. Everybody is worried about you. Plus, do you realize how we're all cleaning up the mess you make?
No hesitation towards shooting me down. I know she's right, though. I should tell you why I've been a total mess. My sister, Yuka's mother, died in a car accident a while ago.
Mommy won't open her eyes. Why won't she wake up? Minoru, please, tell me why.
Yuka's father died due to an illness when she was younger. On top of that, both of my parents are also not present. We only have each other. We're the only ones left in our family. There's no way I am letting go of her. I'm going to raise her, and I'm going to raise her well. This is how my family can rest in peace.
Gosh, Senpai. I see you haven't changed at all, have you? But the thing is, you're not handling it all. Taking care of the house, raising Yuka, and working. You've got too much on your shoulders.
I guess.
So that's where I come in. It's my job to support my boss. I will step in as the mother figure to help you guys.
What? Are you seriously suggesting to be Yuka's mother? No, really?
It's okay to rely on others when you need some help, Senpai. Don't you remember? You were the one that told me that. We'll get things under control. For instance, we could take turns dropping off Yuka to daycare and picking her up. I've already decided you can't change my mind. And Yuka-chan has already given me her approval too. I will be her mother.
And so, the three of us started living together. Initially, I felt uneasy about it, but I was surprised to see how well Yuka and Hazakura got along.
Ina-chan, feed me a book.
Sure thing. Once upon a time, there lived an old man.
Mommy.
I know, you miss her, Yuka-chan.
Hazakura always had kind and caring eyes whenever she looked at Yuka. It was a brand new side of Hazakura that I had never seen before. She was skillful in everything she did. Cleaning, laundry, you name it. Our room was always clean now. It was as if she used magic to get everything done.
Got lots to do.
Watching her brought back memories of my family. When my sister, my father, and my mother were all alive, we used to laugh together. Hazakura, every dish you made is delicious. Hey, Yuka, don't forget to eat your green peppers.
Ew, they're so bitter.
You've got this, Yuka-chan. Why don't you just try a teeny tiny bite? For me?
I'm not sure if it's because Hazakura is with us, but I have been feeling great recently. My appetite is back, and I don't feel like my responsibilities are a burden anymore. This and that, you know, there's so much of her stuff here now. I hadn't realized how many things Hazakura had brought over from her place till now. The interior looked quite different before she came here. Sometimes I feel quite uncomfortable, especially when I find certain delicates before she folds them.
Oh, Senpai! Can I bring my stuff over tomorrow? I have a futon and a pillow and a mattress.
Wait a second, are you planning to stay here? Are you planning to live here?
It'll be too much of a hassle going back and forth. It would be nice if I could just stay here.
Don't worry. I'll pay for the rent and utility bills and all of that. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. You're a woman and I'm a man and we can't live under the same roof.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so conservative.
What about you, Yuka-chan? Can I live here?
Hina-chan, you're going to live with us? Does that mean you're going to sleep next to each other?
Yes, of course! We'll take baths together and go to sleep in the same futon.
Yay! I get to sleep with Hina-chan!
Yuka was so excited, I couldn't say no. It's true when they say women in the house have the upper hand. So now we'll be living together. How is this going to turn out? Will I be okay? I'm just not used to seeing things like that. What do I do? It's hanging right there.
Senpai, is my underwear making you feel uncomfortable? Oh, that's so cute.
No, they're not. You should refrain from displaying your undergarments. I shouldn't be seeing them.
I don't mind, because it's you, Senpai.
Huh? Hazakura looked up at me. I could see her cheeks were turning red. She was blushing. I wasn't expecting to be speechless.
I'm just kidding. Gosh, you are so easy to mess with. I wouldn't start something with Yuka-chan in the same room. You don't need to teach her about adult things yet.
Don't be ridiculous! Nothing you do can affect me. Oh my gosh, she shouldn't joke about things like that. It's bad for my heart. So yeah, it's not easy living with a woman. But Hazakura had been a huge help, and I felt grateful for her existence.
Hina-chan, and Orville.
Yuka kept waking up during the night. She must be feeling lonely without her mother. She would suddenly sit up and weep. Sometimes it lasted for hours.
Mommy, what are you? Mommy.
Yuka. It broke my heart. I knew I could never fill the gaping hole in her heart, and it killed me. I could never fall asleep after seeing how broken Yuka still was. I used to be sleep deprived because of that. However, Yuka stopped waking up during the night after Hazakura came to live with us.
Sleep tight, Yuka-chan. I'm right here, sweetie. Nothing scary is going to happen to you anymore.
Hazakura. It was like I was watching a real mother take care of her child. For some reason, I couldn't take my eyes off her sweet and gentle smile.
I grew up with my father. I lost my mother when I was around Yuka-chan's age. She passed away.
I had no idea. But I thought you said your mom was friends with my sister.
Oh, that was about my stepmother. My father remarried when I was in high school. We get along and have a younger brother who came with her. Before she came, it was just my father and me. He was busy with work, so I was in charge of all of the housework.
I see. So that's why she's so efficient when it comes to taking care of the house. She's had to do it her entire life.
But my father and I lived with my grandparents, so he got help wherever he needed it.
Now that I think about it, my parents passed away a while back, and the same goes for Yuka's late father. My family's all gone now. Yuka's the only one left in my life.
Senpai.
Maybe I should get purified. My family must be cursed. No, Minoru. Don't go there! I felt the air become dense as I talked about my family. I tried to lighten up the mood. Anyways, Hazakura, I'm proud of how far you've come. You used to be so unreliable, making errors all over the place.
Hey, Senpai, that's unfair! You can't bring up the past now, okay?
No, I'm serious. You're a completely different person now.
The due date? I had it wrong! Oh my gosh, what do I do? I forgot that we've had an appointment today.
Back when she was a new employee at the office, I was the one who trained her. She was always passionate about the job. Too passionate. I think that's what caused her to make mistakes often. I don't know how many times I had to step in. I even visited clients to apologize for the mistakes she made. At one point, people at the office called me the sorry guy since I went around apologizing to everyone. You used to be such a crybaby. Look how big you've grown, Hazakura. I'm so proud of you.
Please erase those memories from your head, Senpai.
No way! I'm going to hang on to those memories no matter what.
Jeez, you're so mean, gosh.
I'm serious. She's become a professional at what she does. And now she's taking care of my private life as well.
Yes, I understand. Let me write it down.
I should start working too. I shouldn't let her do all the work. Watching her gave me the motivation to put effort into life. Hazakura, there's one thing I'm curious about. Why is Hazakura going out of her way to help me? I'm sure she has a good reason other than being tired of cleaning up my mess at work. I'm her boss, but maybe she wants more out of this relationship. I mean, a man has the right to hope, right? I'm home! Oh, huh? Is Hazakura not home yet? Hazakura's shoes were missing from the entrance, but it was her turn to pick Yuka up from daycare. Maybe she's going shopping. Huh? No way. Hey, Yuka! Are you taking a bath alone?
Huh? Senpai?
No way! I'm so sorry. I didn't see your shoes. I thought you were out and,
Okay. As for my shoes, they got dirty, so I'm washing them.
Anyways, my bad. I didn't see anything. Nothing. Saw nothing. Can you pass me the soy sauce?
Sir, here you go.
What's wrong, Minoru? Hina-chan, your face is so red.
This is bad. What do I do? I can't look at Hazakura's face. She was blushing to her ears. She looked beautiful and adorable at the same time. And I kept thinking about what happened earlier. That's when I realized, or maybe I just didn't want to admit it till then. Hazakura had become more than just a colleague to me. She's a full-grown, wonderful, independent woman. Oh, I'll wash the dishes tonight.
I appreciate it, Senpai.
No problem. I should be the one thanking you. I really appreciate all you've done for us, Hazakura.
Senpai.
Look, Minoru, I'm wiping the table. I'm really good at it.
Wow, Yuka! Thank you for helping us out.
I'm so proud of you, Yuka-chan. Thank you.
I don't know if it's because of the earlier realization, but our life together started to change, little by little.
Oh, this is pretty reasonable. This is good meat. Oh, I know! We should make some sukiyaki today.
Yay! I love sukiyaki.
Sounds great! Sukiyaki is my favorite! Well, we should get eggs then.
Sukiyaki.
Oh my, you are such a sweet girl. Are you shopping with your mommy and daddy?
Huh? Well, yep, I am.
Hey, Yuka!
Yuka-chan?
Amusement park. And when are we going to get on first? I can't decide!
Let's see. The Ferris wheel sounds fun. Or maybe we should...
What about the merry-go-round?
Merry-go-round, yes! But all three of us get on together, okay?
I have to say, this is a bit embarrassing, don't you think?
Are you having fun, Yuka-chan?
Yep.
She smells so nice, and she's so soft. That was all I could think of at that moment.
Senpai, I can feel your breath on my ear.
Oh, my bad. Ah, gosh, even her voice is adorable. Stop it. Stop. Keep your cool, Minoru. She's asleep.
I'm sure she was exhausted. She was jumping around the whole day today.
I realized the three of us were holding hands. It felt comfortable. It even felt natural. I could feel the warmth between the palms of our hands, and I realized I never wanted to lose it. I watched the sunset through the window, and I made a decision.
It's so hot.
After we got home from the amusement park, we realized Yuka had a fever. Poor thing. She was burning up, and her breathing had become shallow.
You need to lie down, sweetie. I'm sure your fever will go down once you rest your body.
Yuka's fevers weren't uncommon. She used to get them all the time when it was just the two of us. But those days feel like such a long time ago. I need to consider all possible choices, but I need to keep my focus on what would be best for Yuka.
Mommy, Minoru, Hina-chan, please, don't leave me behind.
We're right here, Yuka. We will never leave you alone. We promise. I hope the choices I make for Yuka turn out to be the best choices for us too. A few days later, Yuka's fever was completely gone. We were relieved to see she was back to being Little Miss Energy Ball.
I'm so hungry. Hina-chan, I want to eat.
Yuka jumped up and hugged Hasakura's leg. Suddenly,
Oh.
Hina-chan, what's wrong?
Hasakura! You're burning up. Hold on. I'm going to get you to a hospital, okay?
What about work, Senpai?
Work can wait. You're more important. Maybe she caught Yuka's cold. If so, that is completely my fault. I'm glad it wasn't the flu. The doctor said you'll be fine as long as you drink your medicine and stay in bed.
I'm sorry, I feel awful.
Why are you apologizing, silly? It's my fault. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have let you overwork yourself like that.
No, that's not. I think the God's way of warning me, because I wasn't completely truthful with you, and
You're talking nonsense. It's because of the fever. Stop talking. You need some rest.
listen to me, Senpai. I meant it when I said I wanted to protect Yuka-chan. But what I didn't tell you is that I wanted to do it mostly because of you. Back when I was a new employee, I caused so much trouble. Everyone had to do so much because of me. I couldn't sleep at night. I even thought about quitting since I was so useless. It was all I could think about then. But every time something happened, you were there to save me. And you encouraged me to keep moving.
Everybody starts with no experience and no knowledge. You're being too hard on yourself, okay? Listen carefully. It's okay to rely on others when you need some help. If you don't know who to rely on, come to me.
You have no idea how grateful I was. Your encouragement saved me. You're the reason why I am here right now. And since then, I really, Senpai,
I get it. I get what you're trying to tell me right now, Hazakura.
But look at me now, causing trouble for you and Yuka-chan. I always ruin everything for everyone. I feel so...
You're not causing trouble for either of us. Come on, look around.
I'm back. Hina-chan, you're awake? Are you okay?
Yuka-chan,
Everything you feel for her, the things you have done for her, Yuka is aware of all of it. She loves you from the bottom of her heart. You're not just a babysitter or replacement for her mother.
No, don't cry. Hina-chan, I'm here for you. I'll always be here for you, Hina-chan.
Hey, Hina, I was thinking, maybe you can become her real mother, and we can be a real family. You, me, and Yuka.
okay, yes.
Yuka hugged Hina while she cried for a while. I could see they already had a strong bond. I wrapped my arms around both of them. A few years after, we became a family.
Morning, Daddy.
Huh? What's going on? You never wake up early, Princess. Is something wrong?
I'm going to be a big sister soon. I don't have time to sleep in. Daddy, Mommy, I'm leaving.
Be careful, Yuka.
Watch out for cars and bikes! She's gotten so big now. Gosh, I'm starting to feel so old.
Oh, come on, stop it. I need you to stay young.
Yeah, you're right. The baby's gonna need a strong dad. I can't wait to meet this little guy. Gotta work hard to pay for those diapers.
Just don't overwork yourself. I don't want you collapsing from fatigue.
I know. I'll be careful. My life does not belong to just me anymore. My precious family needs to stay strong. I will never forget that. I will always be here to protect them.
Don't come home too late, honey.
I won't. I'll see you later. Hey, sis, Dad, Mom, Yuka's dad. I know you're watching down on us from heaven. I'm going to make a vow to you. I will do everything in my power to protect this perfect family.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
My name is Ryuta Nagamine. I'm a high school junior at Alice Academy. Let me make one thing clear. Dressing up as Juliet was not my idea. I know. You want to ask why I'm wearing a dress. I'm going to explain that to you. It happened 2 months ago. Our class had a meeting to decide next year's class president. All the other positions on the student council were filled with no problems. However, nobody was running for class president. The reason was simple. It's a lot of work, and it's a hassle. Still, the school wouldn't function without a class president. We needed to find one. And so, the class vice president chose a method to decide who would be the next class president. He decided to use the Amidakuji method. It wasn't just any Amidakuji. He made an enormous Amidakuji and put it up on the school gym wall. The reason for using the Amidakuji, I'm not sure he had any reasons. We all think it was the first thing that came to his mind. I heard many complaints from the rest of the student body, but he didn't seem to hear any of them. In the end, Seina Anekoji was selected to be class president. Seina Anekoji is known as the prettiest girl at school. She had all the boys in the palm of her hand. She's also intelligent and extremely athletic, and her family is rich. Everything about her is perfect. She may seem like the perfect candidate for class president. However, none of us knew. We all thought highly of her until she became class president. None of us expected that problems were about to surface. The day after the Amidakuji, the class president called me to the student council meeting room. I wonder what I did. I had no idea what she wanted. We were in different classes. I had never talked to her before.
Come in.
Here we go. I stepped inside to find Seina Anekoji standing with her feet apart and arms crossed. Anekoji-san stared straight at me. I had no clue as to what she was thinking. What do you want from a nobody like me?
I'm going to keep it simple. Ryuta Nagamine, as of today, I am appointing you to be vice president.
Say what? But why me?
Because I think you are meant for it.
The thing is, we already have a class vice president. What's going to happen to him?
I already fired him. He chose to do an Ami Daikuji to decide on the class president. Anyone can tell that he has no brains. Plus, I knew he had ulterior motives. He tried to sweet-talk me, but it was gross. Somebody needed to teach him his place.
That must have been unpleasant. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
And so, you will be the class vice president from now on. Oh, you'll also be the clerk and the treasurer. I'm sure you'll do fine.
Wait, that's crazy! Why are you making me do all of that? Did you fire all of the other student council members as well?
I did. The student council will consist of 2 members, you and me. That works better for me.
What do you mean it works better for you? I don't understand.
Well, don't ask. I want to do it that way. I don't need anybody else, just you.
What the heck? She's making no sense at all.
Everything I just said is already decided. As for the projects, I will help you plan. You're very welcome.
I never thanked you for anything. Dude, just bring back everyone you fired, okay? It's a student council. 2 people aren't enough to make a council.
Shut your mouth. I've already made my decision.
Fine, whatever. I don't care. Because I'm not going to be the vice president. You dug your hole. I'm not going to help you. I have no idea how she's going to handle it, but it's not my concern.
You're going to walk away from me? How dare you! You better watch out.
For what?
I'll cry.
What? You'll cry?
Yes, then somebody will come running. I will tell them you made a move on me, and you'll get in trouble.
Oh my gosh, this woman must be crazy. She's cuckoo. She looks so perfect, but she's a mess on the inside. I hope none of the smitten guys find out her true colors. I bet they'll pass out from shock.
So, what will you do?
What do you mean? I already said no.
Fine. I'm going to cry.
Knock yourself out. Jeez, seriously? It didn't take her a second to start crying. Does she have to be that loud? I would definitely look like the bad guy if someone walked in right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Please, stop crying.
Does that mean you'll be the vice president?
Yes, I'll do it, okay?
Good. You should have said yes when I first suggested it.
What the? Where did her tears go? It's as if she was never crying in the first place. I see. She was probably fake crying.
This conversation is over now. Oh, I almost forgot. I have one more thing to say to you.
What can I do for you, Miss President? I don't care anymore. I'll do whatever she asks me to do.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna get ready first.
Anakoji-san turned her back to me. She then took a few deep breaths. What's she getting ready for?
I order you to be my boyfriend. Straight orders from the class president.
What? What did you just say to me?
I said I order you to be my boyfriend. Gosh, are you deaf or something?
No, I'm not deaf or anything. Seriously, what is this girl thinking? I never knew you could order someone to be a boyfriend.
Obviously, you will be saying yes to me, right? There's no reason for you to say no.
I don't know. This is all so sudden. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to do. I'm sure any other guy would say yes to her if she asks them out. She's the prettiest girl at school. However, getting ordered into a relationship isn't my ideal way to start anything.
Wait, why won't you say yes? Do you not want to be my boyfriend that much?
I could see tears swelling in Anakoji-san's eyes. Jeez, is she going to cry again? Things will only turn out bad for me if she starts crying here. I should avoid it at all costs. It's not that I don't want to be your boyfriend. It's just, there's a certain order to things. So, how about we start off with being friends?
Friends? Well, I guess I can live with that. But it doesn't make me happy.
Anyways, are you serious about having only 2 student council members?
You are more than capable, Nagamine-kun. I already know who you are. And you get good grades.
Well, I can never win against you, Anakoji-san.
I only beat you by a few points, and it's not just grades that I see in you. You don't do after-school activities, but you are always trying to help others. And you succeed every time. I know all about it.
You know me pretty well, even though we're in different classes.
Of course I do. I've spent all my time following... never mind. I would have kept the other members if I thought you wouldn't be able to do this. I believe in your capabilities. You should give yourself a chance, too. You got this.
And this is how it all started. A week later, her reckless actions began eroding my mental health. One day, she handed me a script. What is this?
Isn't it obvious? It's a script.
Yeah, I know what it is. What I wanted to ask is what you're planning to do with this.
Well, a script is usually used to put on a play. What else is a script used for? We'll be performing Romeo and Juliet.
Wait, why are we putting on a play?
Because I said so? What? Are you going to complain?
Of course I am. How can we put on a play? There are only 2 of us.
Don't worry about that. I've got everything under control. Every guy I asked agreed to help us out. They're so easy to control.
Yeah, I'm sure she had no trouble. They're always drooling all over her. But they don't know how wicked you are on the inside.
By the way, we will be playing the main character since it's a play hosted by the student council.
Okay, so this means I'm Romeo and you're Juliet?
Incorrect. You will be Juliet and I will be Romeo.
Hold it there!
Why do I have to be Juliet?
Why don't you get it? It'll be more entertaining that way. A regular Romeo and Juliet won't catch the audience's attention.
I don't want to dress up as a girl! I'm going to have to pass on this one.
You have no choice. I am giving you orders as the class president.
Don't expect me to follow every order you give me. I refuse to humiliate myself in front of everyone.
Well then, I guess I have no choice. I'll tell everyone that you are hindering play productions by bullying me, and I'll cry as I say it so they'll pity me.
You can't do that. They'll all think I'm the bad guy when I'm not. I can easily imagine how furious the entire male population of the school will be with me.
The only thing you can do to avoid it is to become my Juliet.
Fine. I'll do it, okay? There's no way I can win against her. She's too popular. She'll have all the guys' support at the very least.
Correct answer. Alright, I'll start making your dress right away. I promise to make it so it fits you perfectly.
I don't care. This is going to ruin my life! So, now you know why I'm wearing a purple dress. Maybe I should jump off the balcony and die right now. Then it'll be over. Nah, it won't kill me. I'll end up with a broken bone or something. I'm also terrified of what she would do to me if I ruin the play. I can't do it. Man, look at all of them staring at me wearing a dress! I regretted accepting the part, but I knew it was too late. Gosh, if only somebody would hand me a time machine. Still, Anakoji-san looks pretty good in her Romeo costume. She looks like an actress in a Takarazuka musical. The guys definitely loved it. I could hear their roars from the crowd, but I think I heard some girls screaming too. Now she had the whole school in the palm of her hand.
I am Romeo. Just say you love me, and I'll stop being a Montague. Take my word.
Whatever name Romeo had wouldn't make any difference. Oh, Romeo, throw your name out and take all of me instead. Although you may not be a Montague, you would still be everything perfect for me.
Juliet, just call me Love, and that will be my new name. From now on, I'm not a Montague.
The play went on, and finally, the final scene. I lay inside a coffin, waiting for my Romeo. Okay, the next scene is when Romeo kisses Juliet. I'm pretty sure we'll be done after that. I doubt she'll kiss me for real. That would be crazy. I lay there, but then I got curious. I opened my eyes slightly. Anakoji-san's face was right in front of mine. You're too close! Back off! My reflexes took over, and my eyes opened. This is a play. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing! It was dark. Suddenly, I felt something soft, warm, and sweet touch my lips. It was only for a second, but I stopped breathing. I opened my eyes to look at her. Anakoji-san's face was right there, and her eyes were closed.
I like you.
Anakoji-san's face slowly backed away. My heart kept pounding harder as she stood up and faced the crowd. It felt like I was inside a dream, mesmerized, unable to move.
Juliet, none of this would have happened if I wasn't a Montague. I will end this tragedy by taking my life. Romeo will be gone, and I will appear before you in our next life. A life with no obstacles to stop our love.
Romeo then fell to the ground. I almost forgot the play wasn't finished yet! I forced myself up and jumped out of the coffin. No, Romeo! I will join you! We will go together! Oh, thank God, he's wearing his dagger. This is your sheath. Rest here! Juliet's life slipped away as she embraced Romeo. After that, Romeo and Juliet's families joined together on the stage for the finale, and the curtains came down. The play was over. However, the tumult in my heart was ongoing. The next day, I couldn't focus on any of my classes. You know why. It was because of the kiss. We had so much to do after the play ended, and I didn't get a chance to ask her why she did it. I'll ask her when I see her in the student council meeting room. I was leaving school after classes when I saw the former vice president talking to Anakoji-san. Wait, why are they standing there together? By the looks of it, they're not having a friendly conversation.
Give that back to me!
Jeez, why are you so obsessed with this filthy little thing? I found it lying on the ground. I never expected it to be yours, Miss Class President. I'm so honored to have found your precious belonging. I feel like the luckiest guy on earth right now. I could give it back to you, but on one condition.
What is it? Stop wasting my time!
Do you have to ask such an obvious question? Give the title of Vice President back to me. Oh, and you'll agree to be my girlfriend from this moment on.
That's insane. What makes you think I'll say yes? You must be an idiot.
You should know. That attitude will only cause trouble for you. I could throw this piece of trash out the window if I wanted to.
Hey, stop that! Please!
I had never seen Anakoji-san so shaken before. My body was moving before I realized. I approached the former vice president from behind and grabbed the arm holding the keychain. Hey, that's enough from you! Ow, ow, ow! You! You have something that belongs to the president. I'll take that from you. I pulled his arm and knocked him over. Then I ripped the keychain out of his hand. Get out of here. I'm sure you don't want to get hurt. The former vice president scrambled away on all fours. I glanced down at the keychain in my hand. It looked familiar. I knew this keychain. Back when I was in elementary school, I went to a small festival at a shrine near my house. I met a girl there. She looked my age, and she was alone. She seemed to be in need of some help. I remember going up to her to talk to her. She told me she came to check out the candied apples. I took the girl with me. We went to see the candy apple booth together. Soon, I found out she was on the run. People working for her family were desperately searching for her. I didn't ask why she was running from them. We sneaked our way around them and finally arrived at the candy apple booth. I was glad that I completed the mission. However, I noticed the girl staring at the candied apples, and I realized she wanted one.
Aren't you gonna buy one?
I don't have any money with me.
I see. Fine. I'll buy you one.
I didn't have much, but I used my allowance to buy the girl a candied apple. I was planning on buying a kushiyaki, but that wasn't going to happen anymore.
Here, you can have this.
Oh, thank you.
Happy to help.
We walked to the bushes and sat down next to each other.
Well, I should get going.
Don't get lost, okay?
Oh, I almost forgot. I should thank you properly.
The girl turned around and ran back to me. She got on her tiptoes and kissed my cheek.
Huh?
I froze. I couldn't process what was happening.
Thank you for everything. I will never forget you and what you did for me.
I saw the girl blushing as she ran off.
Nagamine-kun, do you remember giving me this keychain?
Yeah, I remember.
Good. I'm glad you do. I wouldn't know what to do if you had forgotten.
Anakoji-san? So that little girl was you?
Yeah, you've had a special place in my heart since that day. You don't know how happy I was when I found out we went to the same high school. I was afraid that you wouldn't remember who I was. Because Nagamine-kun, you didn't realize who I was this whole time.
Gosh, my bad. I had no idea who you were.
You know, it felt like fate was on my side when the Amidakuchi picked me to be the class president. I decided to use my title as class president to get you to become my boyfriend somehow.
Her method was a bit extreme, but I understood where she was coming from. I once heard that love can blind you. I'm sure that's what happened with Anakoji-san.
Nagamine-kun, I can say it now. I like you a lot. I've had these feelings for you since the day at the school festival. Please, will you be my boyfriend?
You know, I think I felt the same way as you. I never forgot you once all these years. And I think those feelings have grown since we reunited. I would love to be your boyfriend, Seina. We slowly walked into each other's arms.
Oh, wow. This is a dream come true. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. You're going to have to do this every day from now on, so you better prepare yourself.
Uh-huh. I'm already ready for it. Although we started our relationship, nothing much changed with our positions in the student council. Seina was always going her way, and I had no choice but to follow her around. But I'm more than satisfied with where we are. Still, there is one thing that changed since we started dating. What do we do if somebody sees us like this?
I'll be fine. We're not doing anything bad.
I guess so, but still. As you can see, Seina has become overly affectionate towards me after our relationship started. According to her, she's making up for the time she couldn't be affectionate. It's not that I don't like it, it's just a bit embarrassing.
Ryuta, I love you.
Seina gently kissed my cheek for the 100th time today. However, I will never get used to this. My heart skips a beat every time. Damn it, how can somebody be so sweet and adorable? She's such a lovable girlfriend. She even makes her bossiness look cute. I love everything about Seina. I will be the class vice president, her boyfriend, or anything else she wants me to be, as long as I get to stay by her side.
Thank you for watching. How was today's video? Please check out our other videos as well.